we can be free. All the bitches sad, all the bitches sad, running through my head, running through my head, running through my head. All the bitches sad, all the bitches.
Okay, so I'll be showing you guys today Frost Prime build. Something fun to use to still pass. So for starters, I'm gonna show you the Frost Prime, build. You know, well, whatever you want to call it. So the arcanes we'll be running is Arcane Sculpture, Arcane Ice Storm. Arcane Ice Storm on enemy frozen, you get 40% ability strength and 40% ability duration for 15 seconds, and it has no cooldown. The augment we'll be using is Icy Avalanche for Overguard, and for the fact that we only have 427 energy, we'll be using Arcane Sculpture, which gives us 175% ability efficiency after creating an object with our ability. Meaning, we use Snow Globe to activate Arcane Sculpture, then we spam Avalanche for Arcane Ice Storm and for Icy Avalanche. And it armor strips too, also. So I put that out there. So that's very good. We're running Adaptation because, you know, if we have no energy, we still have some damage resistance. We're also running Prime Redirection because we need that shield. Because if we don't have any Overguard at the moment and we have no energy, Adaptation is not going to make you stay alive. Because, as you can see, 650 isn't nothing, especially in Steel Pass. They are a different breed of, sweaty for some reason. Especially them Corpus bastards. We don't like the Corpus around here. So, Subsume, you know, his Ice Wave ability for Culivro's Wrathful Advance. And these are the weapons we're using. This is why we're using Wrathful Advance to make this weapon stronger. Because this weapon right here is very good with this Warframe right here. I'm gonna show you why. We're using the Incarnon, and the Incarnon form is it kills generates spectral daggers that target enemies applying max cold status. And this is the build for the Okina Prime Melee Korean, where with max cold status, they're completely frozen. And you get a multiplier of 2.5 melee damage against frozen enemies. And even if you're not using, if you're not using frost on roll, you can freeze the enemies. Meaning you get max cold status for the buff. This is the build we're using. You guys have something better, or feel like there's something better, use that. Or you could just use my build. But we also have the dual coated Toxica. This right here is a beast for one reason, or for two reasons. Well, no, actually, it's a beast for one reason. The unique trait: enemies damaged by Coda Dual Toxica spread 3 spores on death, which inflict cold status chance. And an additional shot inflicts a multiplier of 1.5 damage. And right here, secondary shiver, enemies take 45%, more damage per cold status. Meaning, if you have a max status effect, you get a whopping 450% damage buff to that enemy. This is the build we're running right here. I'm using Pistol Elementalist for the status damage and reload speed because it's a high magazine weapon, and Galvanized Shot for also status damage, meaning you'll get a 120 status damage right here, percent damage right here, and you get another 90%, meaning you get 210% status damage. So it's already a beast. This is the kind of polarity I'm using, or whatever you want to call it, valence trait. 44% cold. And have the Bratton also. This is the Bratton build. I'm not running Serration or Heavy Caliber because those two combined are still nothing compared to the primary Deadhead that gives you 360% damage for 24 seconds on headshot Q, plus the 30% headshot multiplier. And with Frost Prime, you kill things super fast because you armor strip. And I'll just show you guys what this build can do very quickly. So you pretty much you go into Snow Globe and you spam until you are satisfied with the amount of overguard you have. Then you get to kill him. This is what it does before you get Incarnon. And when you have all max damage buff stats for primary Deadhead, that's what it does. Then I'll show you just how good it becomes when you use Incarnon. What it does. Pretty much a crowd killer. A room, goes in a room and you wipe everything out with very big numbers. Now I'll show you what the dual torque, because Coda Torque is. This is why we're running this. So again, you armor strip, get to killing, and before we kill, as you can see, I'll show you the spores, the unique trait. That's a spore. Now he's proccing, and after you have 1, 2, and 3. They're proccing right now, right? So let's go over here and then kill this person. As you can see, more damage to get done to them. And once it goes, the spores go towards them, it deals more damage. Adds up. As you keep going on, it'll just add up, and then just keep wiping. You get millions, hundred thousands, just nobody around. You'll feel lonely. How bad you are just wiping everything from existence. Then we're using the Okina Prime, and we're using Wrathful Advance, and I'll show you what it does. It doesn't need Wrathful Advance, but if you like the big numbers and stuff like that, still use Wrathful Advance. If you like to see big red numbers, like use Wrathful Advance. But you don't need it. I'll show you. So all I'm using right now is the Incarnon and the normal Tennokai and the normal armor strip. Still usually kill, but it's just so much better when everything is a red crate. It's so much better when it's a heavy attack. As you know, heavy attacks, everything is crazy. Very, very. Yep, so I'll show you guys some gameplay, some Steel Path gameplay. Okay, time to show y'all just how good this build is. Steel Path.
They have just shut down all
Hey,
systems.
we get jiggy.
I'm
Hey, we
sending
get
life support
jiggy.
capsules your way.
you can see. You don't really need to use Raz for that. But once you go, keep spamming this. Get all that overguard good to go. And get back to it.
Get ready for a capsule. I delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Ain't really do nothing with their froze. Surprise.
Tenno, prepare for life support. Another life support capsule is now available. Second warning.
See ya.
The raid is off to a successful start. When you need it, extraction.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, subscribe, see you on the next one.